So many of you have already taken some of these steps, right? But I want you to be aware of them because as you go out there and you start talking about the Accounting Alchemy Network, people are going to want to know where to start, right? The most simplest and first step is to sign up for our newsletter. We send out a newsletter once a month that summarizes all of the important things that are happening, our upcoming events. We announce things that are relevant to you, and we spotlight some people and some resources and include the replay. So I definitely encourage you to make sure that you have that newsletter on hand. We also have a welcome video where Ingrid and I talk a little bit about the story of how we started and ultimately the idea of what the Accounting Alchemy Network is. The next piece of information that we want you to visit, and this is a really important one, is to read the communications framework. As you can tell up to this point, we are aiming to create a certain culture in this community, and one that is a culture that supports each other and builds us up to achieve some of these big, challenging goals that we face as human beings in this world. And so understanding the communications framework will make it possible for you to effectively participate in these conversations in really healthy ways. And that being said, number 4, we have a glossary of terms. We use terms like regenerative, for example, and some people are new to it. That's a new word for them. And so we've begun to compile language that we believe is valuable for any regenerative accounting professional to have in their back pocket when they discourse with others in the community. We have our Facebook and our LinkedIn group. We post pretty much the same content in both channels, so you can pick your environment, and ultimately at the end of the day, we're hoping that you will start to share some content that you believe is relevant and in alignment with the work that we do on those social media channels. And in those channels, we invite you to introduce yourself to the community. Let people know who you are. Let them know why you're here, right? So that we can begin to learn who else is in this community and hear what people are really wanting to hear more about, right? And finally, we have a whole library of lyceums that you can watch on our YouTube channel. There's been some really amazing speakers. We've had people come on and talk about, here, let me just, in fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to paste in the chat all of the links to all of those things are there. I would encourage you to copy those links and save them for later. But our lyceums include some really powerful conversations with people on everything from regenerative marketing practices for accounting professionals to spotlights on individuals in the profession who are actually practicing this work live today and sharing what it's like for them.